Viewers, the latest news about the ongoing conflict between Ethiopia, Tigray, and Eritrea is that this fighting is going on multiple fronts in Tigray region, and we have received reports about it, which I will share with you in this video. Well, reportedly, Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies present in Shire city, and we received reports from local sources that Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies captured the Sililka city, which is situated on B30 highway between Axum and Shire city. And Ethiopian National Defense Force, in a statement, already claimed that they are advancing towards Axum from Shire city. But so far, no evidence shared by Ethiopian National Defense Force sources about the claim that they captured Sililka city. The Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers and its allies currently present in Shire, and we reports received from some sources that Eritrean forces and Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers are besieged in the town of Shire in Tigray. Yesterday, Tigray Defense Force sources claimed that Tigray Defense Force soldiers present in the vicinity of Shire city, and intense fighting is going on in some areas around Shire. And now, reports received that Tigray Defense Force forces are surrounding and blocking all roads leading to the Shire city, and there is a call for Eritrean and Ethiopian army to surrender to Tigray forces, Tigray Defense Force, defending themselves from the invasion by Eritrean government in Asmara, supported by Ethiopia. And Tigray Defense Force sources confirmed that Tigray Defense Force soldiers present in the outskirts of Shire city and try to regain control over Shire. With reports receiving that Eritrean forces are searching house to house in Shire, confiscating any commodity they found, and hundreds of lorry carrying of civilians' materials and commodity are being seen in the streets moving towards Eritrea. So on the other hand, for several weeks, towns in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region have endured regular bombardments from an escalating joint offensive by Ethiopia and Eritrea forces against Tigrayan forces. And yesterday, the government forces captured Shire, a major town in Tigray, attacked around the town, and already host to thousands of Tigrayans forcibly displaced from western Tigray in an earlier ethnic cleansing campaign led to further fight as fearful residents evacuated the town in droves. And the trickle of reports emerging from a region largely cut off from the world for more than a year are terrifying. And the attacks have resulted in untold civilian casualties, including aid workers delivering food, property destruction, and large-scale displacement. With atrocities by Ethiopian and Eritrean forces after the previous capture of towns in Tigray heighten concern for the civilians remaining in Shire and elsewhere of more killing and other abuses and mistreatment in displacement camps. Since the fighting resumed in late August, Tigray Defense Force fighting in the neighboring Amhara region have also reportedly carried out killing of civilians and pillaged property in Kobo town. A statement from the United Nations, United States, European Union, and African Union have done little to deter abuses as the warring parties have faced the consequences. And with African Union led peace talks floundering, key actors need to change tack, and both the European Union and United States have global sanctions regimes but have not applied them to Ethiopia. And so far, the United States has only imposed sanctions against Eritrea, despite the role of Ethiopian military and regional forces and Tigrayan forces have played in well-documented war crimes. And global financial institutions such as the World Bank have released development funds to Ethiopia, including to support reconstruction and recovery efforts in Tigray. Despite the government's effective siege of Tigray that has put hundreds of thousands at risk of starvation, and the United Nations Security Council has on occasion discussed the conflict, but always behind closed doors, and it has yet to add Ethiopia to its formal agenda. And mostly due to a lack of support from the Council's African members, the United Nations Secretary General's recent acknowledgement that the conflict is spiraling out of control makes it even more important for the Security Council to address the situation, including during a possible discussion later this week. And the United States and European Union as well as the Security Council should use the appropriate tools, including targeted sanctions and an arms embargo to protect civilians at risk, and the suffering of civilians in Ethiopia should no longer be tolerated in the name of political expediency. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.